Cash Cow back with another video, guys. Been a minute, probably been a few weeks. Just grinding, doing my normal. Today we're gonna hit you with a Sims versus Sims battle. You see the two comics. Got House of Secrets number 92. Got Savage Tales number 1. Anybody that's fans of these know what it's already about, right? We got Swamp Thing versus Man Thing. Oh, this is gonna be glorious, guys. Now, what I mean by Sims versus Sims, this is basically where I compare two characters that are basically similar from different brands, whether it's DC, Marvel, Image, any companies. I'm like, hey, those characters kind of resemble each other, have same type of powers. What would happen if they actually faced off for once, right? Now, with that being started, guys, let's go ahead and knock you with this first thing. Okay, so we're gonna start on Man Thing. Man Thing is actually he was a biochemist named Theodore Silas, right? You following me with that first? Basically, him and his group that they were with each other were basically in a swamp land area, kind of like in Florida or something like that, and they were trying to recreate the super soldier serum. It always boils down to that serum. No matter what with Marvel, it always boils down to that super soldier serum. I just don't understand what it is, but they're always trying to recreate another Captain America. And I'm like, eventually, you may have to stop. If it's not the super soldier serum, it's the gamma ray, like gamma power, they're either trying to recreate Hulk or Captain America. It's like, every time you guys try to recreate that, it don't go well. But that's another story. Not gonna touch on that too much. Now, he was betrayed by his wife, girlfriend or wife, Ellen Brandt. He later finds that out in the story that he was betrayed by her. So he's being chased by these two thugs, and he end up in a car crash. He crashes into a swamp. He took the serum already as a hope to survive in case something happens, but in the process of being chased by these thugs or bad guys, goons, whatever you want to call them, he crashes into a swamp. And that's how he gets his powers. The swamp has mystical powers, and it forms together, coagulates, whatever it does, right? And he's given these powers. It's Man Thing. Now, with that being said, guys, he has superhuman strength, durability, stamina, regeneration. He can secrete a corrosive chemical from his body, which basically is acid. If you really want to, acid is corrosive. He has teleportation, he can create portals, and he can manipulate plants. Man Thing sounds like he's very tough to beat. And then also with us watching Werewolf by Night, if any of you guys watched that, you saw that Man Thing is a problem. Any beast or creature or human that's trying to deal with them, they in for a long day. Alright, that's our first competitor. Second competitor over here, we got Alex Olsen. It's the first appearance of Swamp Thing, DC's brand. What you think? Now, with that being said, guys, let's get you started on Alex Olsen. He was also a scientist. He was in Louisiana, and actually what happened to him was that his assistant betrayed him. because he actually wanted to be with his wife. So he betrayed him and messed with his chemicals in the process of him doing experiments, and in the explosion he died. But he didn't stay dead for long, obviously. He was recreated as the Swamp Thing. Now he also has plant manipulation, regeneration, superhuman strength. You see kind of where we getting at with these same things? Like and also he is an avatar he's called the Avatar of the Green. So basically he connects on a whole different level with plant life than Man Thing does. So even if it's plant life on alien planets, he can actually use that to regenerate or spawn back, or you know, form that into that plant. And it's basically like the world is his oyster. As long as he's around plants, or even if he's not around plants, he can, I guess, in a way, teleport to that plant to become what he needs to become. Now, this is a bit scrutinized, guys, but I want your comments in the comment section. Who do you think will win in a versus battle between these two? We can talk value. Like, yes, both issues are very valuable. We ain't gonna deny that. The first appearance of Swamp Thing, first appearance of Man Thing. Both issues are very valuable. So we can't. Yeah. Swamp Thing had one season that was pretty good. Man Thing has just finally been introduced to the silver screen. Reception for him is pretty high. Who will win? I really want to know, you guys, how you feel in the comment section. Please let me know. Now, with that being said, let's point out weaknesses. Man Thing. His weakness is he has to be near a swamp. So the longer he is away from the swamp, his powers, he loses powers, or it kind of diminishes until he's actually in a vegetated state. That's probably where a Swamp Thing can get him. Swamp Thing's weakness is the fact that he can't secrete acid like Man Thing can. Man Thing can create acid based on emotions. So Swamp Thing, in his way, is kind of like a man. So anything that has negative emotions or fear, Man Thing's secretions of acid increases. Those two things could decide the battle depending on how it is if these two were ever come together and actually get it on. So maybe Man Thing can get him with the fact that his acid will eat away at Swamp Thing, or the fact that Swamp Thing can hold him off, beat him down enough from the swamp to where he's in a vegetated state and he's easy for the pickings. What you guys think? This is my first episode of Sims vs. Sims. It's Cash Cow with another video. I'm out.